Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing.
Fell on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense. But to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Brady trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He was looking for Edelman there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Devin McCourty brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
88.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First down, here's White. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us. They've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? Yep. They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late one to put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Sliding out of the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 24 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Got some room at the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Herman to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Rolling to his left. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Packers 14, Patriots 10.
From the 24, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by... And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. Throw complete to Dorsett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
This is White on the screen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel in the final minute as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Bailey now to... This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Room to run past midfield. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Let's go. 17. Packers.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. But them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson at heart. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart. No, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad Pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow. There's a lot of light. Watch my board. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him. Pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
17-yard line.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
SOS. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. There to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shamar Stephen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see Brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
But it brings up 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Delta. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here it comes.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ken. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, echo.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The 42-yard line.
Yellow. 54. Mike, 54. Here we go, G. 15. It's just me and you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through 1 half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun. Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shamar Stephen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, he'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He was brought down by Trey Williams. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
I don't need to. 480.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They complete it to Hill. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 27 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the carry, it's Cook. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40.
On the carry. I know you feel that. Garrett Nobby on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Again, it's Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Cook following the penalty. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing got the testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it?
close to popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, them are not the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow.